Hi there. My name is Benjamin Baruki. Thanks for joining me for this session chair / portal review video, where we'll go over the responsibilities that you have as a session chair this year, as well as what the portal looks like and how to use it. Before we dive in, I just want to say a huge thank you for volunteering to be a session chair for this year's APEC conference. Your knowledge and expertise is greatly appreciated, and we very much look forward to seeing you in Orlando. I just want to have a couple notes before we begin. First of all, this video will cover the session chair responsibilities and the portal for both the industry sessions and the technical sessions. While there are a lot of differences between the actual industry sessions and technical sessions, when it comes to the portal and the responsibilities, these will be the same this year.
Let's begin by talking about some of the session chair responsibilities for this year's APEC conference. The first thing we're going to ask you to do is to go ahead and review the assigned presentations on the website for accuracy. You can view the website at any time and see all of the presentations assigned to your session, as well as the speakers attached to it as well. We recommend that you just take a couple minutes to go through and make sure everything looks good from your end. Secondly, and most importantly, you're going to be responsible for reviewing the presentation files and submitting feedback to presenters. These are normally a PowerPoint style presentation, but for a dialogue session, you'll be reviewing a poster. Third, you'll be tracking the progress of your assigned presentation tasks. So this will be uploading the draft version, as well as uploading their final version, and just tracking the progress and making sure that people are taking care of the things that they need to. If not, and you're not able to get a hold of your presenters, please loop us into the conversation at speakers@apec-conf.org. Again, you'll be responsible for communicating with all of your presenters leading up to the conference. We recommend that once you get your assignments, you go ahead and reach out to your presenters, introduce yourself, and begin on the communications that way. We also would like to recommend that when if you have a co-chair, to go ahead and choose one person to be responsible for communication to the presenters. This just makes it more efficient and easier for the presenters to understand. For IS session chair specifically, you'll be responsible for fielding any change requests. If you approve the change request, you will be asked to fill out a change request form, which can be found in your welcome email. Technical sessions, if you have any presenters who are asking for a change, it'll have to be elevated through speakers@apec-conf.org. There's been a lot of time so far to review and edit any papers or presentations up in this point when it comes to technical sessions. So it'll be approved on a case-by-case basis. Let's go ahead and take a look at the timeline for this year's conference. So we ask that by Friday, January 20th, you log into your review portal using the instructions that you should have received about January 16th, and review that all of your presenters and your sessions are valid. On Friday, January 27th is when the draft presentations are due. At this time, all of your presenters should have uploaded some form of presentation for you to review and provide feedback to. You'll have 1 week to do this, and by February 3rd, we expect that you provide any feedback that you have on those presentations, and if they're approved, ask them to upload into the final presentation task. By Friday, February 10th, the presenters will be expected and required to submit their final versions to the APEC portal. Let's take a look at what the portal will look like and the functionalities that we have for this year. Through your welcome email, you should receive login instructions, which will bring you to a page that looks very similar to this. Go ahead and fill out your information, your access key, and then go ahead and log in. From there, you'll be brought to a page that looks very similar to this. At the bottom, there's a very helpful toolbar that you can use to track progress, as well as provide feedback on the presentations you are assigned to. As you can see here, I've been assigned session IS-10. So I have IS 10.1 through 10.7, which I'm responsible for reviewing, providing feedback, and completing. So once you're ready to look at the bottom progress bar here, you can see that there's no upload and it'll be a red bar. That means obviously the presenter has not uploaded anything. There's nothing you can do at this time except to reach out to the presenter to have them upload that task by January 27th. Once something has been submitted, however, you'll see that progress bar will move to the reviewable stage. From there, you can go ahead and click right into the presentation and it'll take you to the next screen. From here, you can review the details. As you can see in the green, you'll see the title, and right under that, the presenters. Below that, you will find the actual file. Click here to download the PowerPoint and be able to open it up and review. To talk about some of the functionalities of the portal below here, we have personal note, reviewer comment, and email presenter. We're not going to be too worried about the personal note and reviewer comment here. Personal note will be something that only your other session chair can see once they are assigned the presentation, and not anything that the presenter will be able to see. The reviewer comment, we're just going to go ahead and ignore for this year as well. We recommend just communicating via email. It's just a little bit easier that way than using the system. However, once you're ready to provide feedback to the presenter, you have two options to do this. One, you can go ahead and just email the presenter directly and provide your feedback that way. Secondly, you can use the system here and this email presenter button to go ahead and send them an email through the system. We ask that if you use this way, that you'll see a CC box on the right, which is circled in orange there. And we ask that you enter your own email address into that CC field. Now, what that does is that when the email gets sent from the do not reply at harvester.com, you'll also get a copy of the email and be able to respond directly, or alternatively, the presenter will be able to respond directly to your email through that message. Once you're ready, you go ahead and type into the body of the text and go ahead and send the email. There was one more thing I want to talk about here, and that's once you have provided feedback, you can use this small little box you can see on the right to either request minor changes, request major changes, or finalize the presentation. And to show you what that does into the system, if we request a minor change and we go back to our progress bar, you can see that it moves up from reviewable to in progress, which means that you've done your part and it is now back on the presenter. It's just an easy way to track the progress of the presentations down here and see where each one is at. Alternatively, you can finalize the presentation once it's been approved and you tell them that it's been approved and they can upload it to the final task. And that'll complete the bar and make it green. Lastly, I just wanted to show an example of what that email will look like once it comes through to the presenter with your feedback. As you can see, I entered in the text, hello, the font on slide 3 is too small. Please make larger and submit a final version. So this is what you would receive. And then you would also see that you are CC'd into this email as well, so that if they would like to reply all, or if you would like to reply all, you can communicate directly this way. It's also very helpful and gives them a direct access to the Harvester portal as well as their login information one last time. Again, I just want to say a huge thank you for being a session chair for this year's APEC conference. We very much look forward to seeing you in Orlando, and please feel free to reach out to us at speakers@apec-conf.org if you have any further questions or run into any issues with the portal at all. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon.